Okay, good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some Doctor Who news. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you in some weird, strange kind of way. Okay, as you all know, the ratings debacle thing's going on again. We're not even going to talk about that tonight because I'm going to sit back and wait for the finals to come out. Then we'll start discussing that and again. Okay, it's just gotten too negative to even give it a moment's consideration. So let's move on to something positive, shall we? A lot of weird, good stuff just came out today. All right, now let's go ahead and let's start off with the first one. Okay, over here on BBC site, BBC One, they have a preview clip of episode 2. It's about 30 seconds long, or sorry, 35, and it's a very, very intense scene featuring the Doctor and Davros. I'm going to leave this one for you to watch for yourselves because it's just a tiny little bit, and it is very, very riveting. I'm not kidding. This thing will you're going to go, oh my God, this is actually going to happen. Oh man, it's really that intense. All right, moving on. Radio Times does this new Doctor Who clip show Peter Capaldi regenerating. This has been the latest fan theory since they showed that thing where he's grabbing the cable and they show his hand glowing in that clip right there. There's a gif of it. Um, the thing is, I wouldn't put it that way. Maybe it does have something to do with regeneration energy, but we'll find out this weekend. Okay, so matter of fact, here's a reminder. Which is familiar, will be airing at 7:45 p.m. this weekend, and I'm hearing word that apparently the following week the episode's not going to air till like 8:20. But don't worry, we'll update that as soon as it becomes officially available. All right, so I don't think he's regenerating yet, so please come on, don't go that crazy. Okay, now this is the bit that's got me really excited. Now, I had heard some word about this a little while back, but the thing is, it wasn't supposed to be formally announced yet, and now apparently the cat is out of the bag. Blogger taking a big risk here because from when I heard, the BBC did not want this out yet. All right, the David Tennant and Catherine Tate reunite for Doctor Who audio adventures. That's right. As regular readers know, producers of Doctor Who Audio Adventures, Big Finish, have secured the rights to various new Who characters, and coming up soon are stories with River Song Strax, along with various aliens and monsters, such as the Weeping Angels, the Sycorax, and the Jadoon. Now, fans will also be delighted to know that both David Tennant and Catherine Tate will be reprising their roles as the 10th Doctor and Donna Noble, respectively, for Big Finish. Now, the pair apparently have signed up to recreate their roles for audio in a series due out in next year. Now, Blogger understands that the scripts are ready to go and will be recorded when David and Catherine's schedules permit. Now, Tennant and Tate, of course, first appeared together in Runaway Bride, and of course, how that went. Now, of course, Big Finish declined to comment when contacted by Blogger. As I said, this was not supposed to be out in the media yet. So I don't know why he's doing this because to me, this kind of thing, if you're trusted with a secret like this and they say, look, don't talk about this yet, you shouldn't. Because there's a lot of things I get told that I don't tell the audience because people could lose their jobs, people can get in trouble. It can also cause a whole lot of hoopla and really slow things down. I'm not kidding. I just, when people tell me don't broadcast something, I don't. So that's why I have to mention this right here. I'm shocked that he's, taking this out into the media. But apparently, yeah, now it's the cat's out of the bag. But you have to remember, people are going, oh, how are they going to do that? Very simple. Even if Tennant and all that's over here in the States filming something, he can still go to an audio studio, record something, and boom, through the magic of that thing called technology, they could just send his bits over here to be edited in. They did this a lot with, I believe, John Barrowman and various other actors, for Big Finish. If they were in the States or they weren't available at the time, they would just have them record their bits while they were over here doing whatever, and then they would edit it in later. So all right, so it's interesting because there's a lot of things they can do with the Dr. Donna yet that we'd like to see, and it's nice to hear that there's a possibility that they are coming back on audio. All right, more guests have been added to the Sydney Doctor Who Festival. That's right, BBC Worldwide announced that further guests to the Australian Doctor Who Festival will include Sylvester McCoy, Billy Piper, and Dan Starkey will join Peter Capaldi, Stephen Moffat, and Mark Gatiss in Sydney on the 21st and the 22nd of November 2015. Piper and McCoy will appear on stage at the festival in a series of fan Q&As hosted by Adam Spencer. Now, Billy Piper's attendance at the Doctor Who Festival is subject to her filming commitments. If I remember right, I could have swore they're done on Penny Dreadful, but, she's been a pretty busy actress. She's got other stuff in the works. And Sylvester McCoy, quote, I'm over the moon quite literally as I'll be coming by TARDIS. And then there's a little quote here by Dan Starkey. And here's a little clip, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it's an advertisement. Here's some other stuff that'll be included at that particular convention. So, I say my friend AJ also told me about this earlier tonight. Kudos to you guys down there. It sounds like it's going to be a fun time for you all. Okay, moving on. Cast list for the Underwater Menace DVD signing has been revealed. So here we go. This is who's going to be it. Okay, after much delayed, a long-awaited DVD release of the second Doctor classic, The Underwater Menace, is finally set to release next month. I believe that's October 26th, if memory serves. Now, the Underwater Menace DVD signing is set for Saturday, the 31st of October, 2015, at St. Michael's Center in Chiswick, and brings together the following former Doctor Who stars: Annika Wills, Catherine Howe, Mary McMillan, Ralph Watson, Brian Hodgson, and Quentin Mann. Now, all but Hodgson had a direct connection to the serial, so this is a good opportunity for Classic Who fans to meet and get autographs. Admission is £5, but includes limited edition Underwater Menace print that you can have signed at the event. Now, Phantom Events is also selling signed pre-order copies of the DVD. Tickets, pre-orders, and information you'll need if you plan on attending can be found right here. So, nice event. If you're going to be in the Chiswick area around that time, go for it, all right? Moving on over to, still on Disturber stuff. All right, Big Finish, more new stuff coming out for them. Countermeasures, Omega Factor, and Jago, and Litefoot. Okay, I'm not much into Countermeasures myself. Now, the Countermeasures team, if I remember correctly, is, because like I said, I'm sorry, I don't listen to Countermeasures, but if I remember correctly, they're that team that were put together originally all the way back in Remembrance of the Daleks, with Sylvester McCoy in them, and they kept that team together apparently, and they're also like a side thing, the unit or whatnot. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure what the deal is. I got to listen to it. Omega Factor is based off a television series. Apparently, they aired back in the 70s, with Louise Jameson reprising her role and as a main character. And I've listened to this one, the first series of it. It sounds like it's kind of like X-Files from way, way back in the day. But of course, now it's set in the modern era with an updated thing of that particular department that's in the story. All right, trailers were released. This is for Doom Coalition, which is going to be Paul McGann with various other folks. And also we have Unit Extinction, which is going to bring Osgood and Kate Stewart into the Big Finish arena. Also, Jago and Litefoot are coming back. All right. They would return to Jago and Litefoot for Series 11 in April 2016. They're teasing fans with some juicy details. Big Finish notes that the box set's first story, Jago and Son, will feature Jago's previously unknown son, played by James Joyce, and the next two stories in the box set will feature two historical characters. Maurice sees the investigators meet Maurice Ravel, the famous French composer, while Jago and Litefoot also come face-to-face with Dracula's Bram Stoker in The Woman in White. Now, the finale, written by script editor Justin Richards, remains a bit of a mystery, with the Big Finish teasing the return of a foe familiar to Doctor Who fans, described as a menace and a dark force. Now, while Series 11 of this sounds fantastic enough, don't get too ahead of yourselves. Series 10 will be launching in November, and a special which is called Jago, Litefoot, and Strax. Itchy. Oh, God. Featuring the Santara nurse himself, is due to arrive in November. All right, now that one's going to be funny as hell. I can't wait to listen to that one. All right, and last, this was the only place I could find these. Here's 3 covers, apparently, of the Doctor Who 12th year 2, volume number 1. Oh, forgive me if I got it screwed up. Okay, but here it is if you want to look at it. And if you click on these, it'll bring up the full-size version. And like I said, I'm not a comic book guy, so I have no idea what's going on here, but I know folks are interested in it, so that's why I like to keep up on it. And this popped up today, and I figured I better share it with you, because I know there's a lot of folks into the 12th Doctor range going on in comic books as well with Titan. Okay, so lots of stuff going on in the Whoniverse, lots of other side stuff. And also we got, the new series of Who, kicking off episode 2 this weekend. Omega Files will be recording at 6 p.m. that Saturday, this coming Saturday. So it's going to be a great time had by all. I want to thank everybody who came over and liked the last Omega Files and enjoyed it. I love putting these out for you. And I know they go pretty slow during the summer, because we talk about various other topics while we're waiting for the new story to come. And I really appreciate it when the fans come back every year when we start talking about the new series. Well, also, I am hearing rumors about Series 10, but I want to get a little bit more proof about what's going on with it before I go public. You see, I don't want to start a weirdness, because I want people to sit back and enjoy Series 9 before we start worrying about Series 10, because there are some weirdness I'm hearing going on in the ether about that. So until I get some more info on that and confirm it, please do not panic. Do not go screaming into the street, grabbing both sides of your ear going, ah! Okay. Well, Until next time, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Sayonara.